Bonjour. Aujourd'hui, nous allons parler de l'imparfait. This is a tense of the past, so please take some notes and be ready to ask questions at the end. So what do we use it for? If you take maybe a minute to read those sentences and try to match them to the descriptions at the bottom. So, numéro 1, il y avait beaucoup d'arbres et de fleurs magnifiques dans le parc. Numéro 2, je mangeais une fraise quand ma mère est entrée dans la cuisine. Numéro 3, il était très sympa et accueillant. Numéro 4, quand j'étais petite, je mangeais des fraises chaque été. Numéro 5, il faisait très beau. These 5 sentences use the verb imperfect at one point or another. So, let's have a look at numéro 1. Il y avait beaucoup d'arbres et de fleurs magnifiques dans le parc. This is a description of a past, of a place, but in the past. So, it matches the description E. You're giving a description of something or someone in the past. Numéro 2, je mangeais une fraise quand ma mère est entrée dans la cuisine. So, something was happening. I was eating a strawberry when my mother came in. And it's the same in English, okay? The action was stretching in the past. I was eating a strawberry when my mother came into the kitchen to interrupt that action. Okay? Numéro 3, il était très sympa et accueillant. So you're giving an opinion about someone in the past. Numéro 4, quand j'étais petite, je mangeais des fraises chaque été. Something that used to happen, might still happen, but it used to happen. It was a characteristic of something that used to happen, that was a habit in the past. And the time connective chaque été, the adverb of frequency, kind of reinforces the habit in the past. And number 5, il faisait très beau. You're describing the weather. You're talking about the weather in the past, and we usually use the imperfect for that. Okay, so just to summarize the 5 ways of doing this. I would like you to imagine a little bit that the imperfect is not a static moment in the past, but more of a moment that stretches in the past, like a little bit like an elastic band in the past, okay? So it's not static, it stretches in the past, it's an action that lasts, okay? So keep that in mind when you're using the imperfect tense. So how do we form it? It's best to use the new form of verbs because we have so many irregular verbs in French, okay? So if you take the new form of the verb, you usually get it right. So I put down nous achetons, nous devons, nous avons, nous allons, nous faisons, nous prenons, nous mettons, nous voulons, nous pouvons, nous finissons, nous attendons, nous entendons, nous offrons, and nous sommes. As you can see, it's in green. There's a reason for that. Then from there, you remove the ONS, okay? So you end up with a stem, okay? Achète, dev, have, okay? I'm not going to say them all. And then you just add the verb endings, okay? The verb endings never change. They're never irregular. So AIS for je, AIS for tu, AIT for il, elle, and on, IONS for nous, IEZ for vous, AIENT for il and elle in the plural form. I just want to attract your attention to the fact that we need to have an E in front of any verbs that has an G, like manger or nager, in front of A. Okay, so for the singular forms and the il and elle at the end. That's why it's good to have that new form. And also, if you have a verb in C, like commencer, okay, to have the se sound in front of a vowel like A, you need to have a cedilla. Okay, so nous commençons would be used the C cedilla for je, tu, il, elle, and on, for instance. Okay, so just remember to use that. Okay. Now, some, as I said earlier on, is a very irregular verb. So it's the only one that becomes ET for the stem in the imperfect tense. And you just add in the normal verb ending, j'étais, tu étais, il était, nous étions, vous étiez, ils étaient. Okay? So it's just a stem that's highly irregular that you cannot form with the new form of the verb. Okay, so here we are. I've prepared a little exercise. I would like you to put the verbs in brackets in the correct form of the imperfect. Pause now, do this exercise in your book and check afterwards. Okay? Pause now. And here is the correction. So, numéro 1, je regardais la télé et je lisais des BD. Okay? AIS for both. Nous mangions des biscottes et écoutions la radio. You can see that for mangions, you do not need that E after the G because the G plus the I makes the sound je. Okay, so doesn't make the sound G, so we have no problem here. We don't need the I. Numéro 3, tu téléchargeais des CD et écrivais des emails. Here you can see télécharger is one of those GER verbs. Because I've got AIS at the end, if I didn't put the E here to get the je sound, I would say télécharger. So that's something that you need to get used to, okay? We need a je sound, so I need an E at the end. J'avais mal à la tête et je me sentais malade. Nothing wrong here. C'était magnifique parce qu'il y avait une piscine. Okay, so description in the past, an opinion as well. C'était is a great way to give an opinion in the past. 6, il faisait froid et il pleuvait beaucoup. Description of the weather in the past. On prenait le bus quand on sortait en ville. A habit that you had in the past. On allait en France en vacances et nous restions au camping. A habit in the past as well. Quand j'étais jeune, je voulais aller à la plage. Quand j'étais jeune is a great trigger to use the imperfect tense. It's definitely take you back to habits that you had in the past. And 10, quand elle était petite, ma sœur savait parler espagnol. Okay, another one that was a habit or a statement in the past. L'école primaire commençait à 9h et finissait à 15h. You can see here, commencer has a cedilla, because if I didn't have it, I would say commencer, and that doesn't work. Okay, so I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions, get back to your teacher, and practice makes perfect. Bye.